A huge decision in the Delphi murders case. Defendant Richard Allen's original defense team is out and new public defenders are in.
This whole case could now face unprecedented legal challenges to determine if a decision is even allowed. Today's dramatic development played out in Delphi. That's where Richard Allen is accused of killing Abby Williams and Libby German back in 2017.
Our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel was in court for today's hearing and explains why the judge's ruling is so controversial.
Richard Allen and his original defense attorney say they have developed a close relationship. So, a judge's decision to disqualify those attorneys here at the Carroll County Courthouse today will have a significant impact on the rest of this case. Judge Frances Gall arrived at the courthouse late, and when she entered the courtroom, she was clearly annoyed to see defense attorneys Brad Rosie and Andrew Baldwin sitting at the defense table. Just a few weeks ago, she announced they had stepped down amid her own allegations of gross negligence. Tuesday morning, the attorneys told the judge, "We did not act grossly negligent," and they asked to continue representing Richard Allen, even offering to do so for free. But the judge refused, telling Richard Allen she has great concerns about his defense team. "You are entitled to representation and a vigorous defense," she told Allen. "I cannot allow these attorneys to represent you. I can't do it, sir. I just can't. I am sorry this happened to you." She then disqualified Rosie and Baldwin, which means two other lawyers, Robert Scremin and William Labrado, will now take over as Allen's new public defenders. They were in court today and told the judge they will need until next fall to prepare for trial. A new trial date was set for October 15th. But before the hearing ended, an attorney for the original public defenders pushed back on the judge's disqualification order. Attorney David Hennessy told the judge that Baldwin and Rosie were simply zealous, not negligent. And he told Gall her ruling to disqualify the attorneys violates the Constitution and is unfair to everyone, including Mr. Allen.
It's time for you guys to start being journalists.
Before an angry Andrew Baldwin left the courthouse, 13 News overheard him speaking to Richard Allen's wife, saying, "It ain't over. The world's watching. The world sees what's going on." The original defense team certainly seems to be laying the groundwork to challenge today's decision. So it could go to the State Court of Appeals, even the Supreme Court, to decide whether Richard Allen has the right to keep the defense attorneys he chooses. In Delphi, I'm Bob Siegel, 13 News.
So the new civil attorneys for Richard Allen asked the Indiana Supreme Court to weigh in just yesterday.
They say the special judge is improperly excluding documents from public access. They say the judge is breaking the Supreme Court's rules.
The attorneys want the Indiana Supreme Court to step in to reinstate those records and stop the judge from removing any more. Indiana's Chief Justice has now set a November 9th deadline for anyone to file a response to that request.
You know, we have been following this case ever since Abby Williams and Libby German were killed almost 7 years ago. You can follow all the developments from the murders to the arrest of Richard Allen a year ago to this recent legal battle at WTHR.com/Delphi.